Hey there, Rita Jane with Sweet Minerals Confidence here. It's been a hot minute. I thought today I would pop on bare-faced after my cleanse routine, putting on some moisture prep, and I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to do a half face today because I want you to see this is not a horrible face. It's not a horrible face, and neither is your bare face. But I have to admit, when I take away some of the dark circle and the redness and the weird unevenness a little bit, I feel so much more confident, and I feel like I've got a little extra pep in my step. And it's hard to really gauge in those before and afters bare versus natural. Does that make sense? So I wanted to do a little bit of that with you today. And I'm just going to go through a Flawless Face Deluxe application and a little bit of brows and eyes with you today, and do just one side of my face so that you can see the Sweet Minerals difference for the risk of acting like a commercial. But in a way it kind of is, because that's what we're here for. It's really that amazing, and I think that it is quite the boost to your confidence when you find a makeup line that works for you. And for me, in my case, and if it's something that you're interested in, let me know, but in my case, having a company to partner with, to really truly be an entrepreneur about it, and get products that are such high quality and natural to represent, you know, this is a good vehicle for me to spread confidence. So that's what it boils down to. So I'm applying, this is a light concealer. My particular Flawless Face comes a slightly darker color, but I requested this one. So if you decide to grab a Flawless Face for yourself, let me know if you think you want something lighter too. But I really like using a light. This is a light mineral concealer. I'm just applying it dry. I tapped a little bit into my cap, and then I'm using the concealer brush. And these both come with your Flawless Face Deluxe system. If you're curious to check out those, just go to confidenceandchaos.com/flawlessface, and you can see all the Flawless Face options. And then you can email me or find me on Facebook with your questions. Rita Jane at confidenceandchaos.com, or find me at Sweet Minerals Confidence with Rita Jane on Facebook, and that might be a little quicker too, depending on what you prefer. Oh, I was just going to do half, wasn't I? See what happens when I get talking? That's all right. All right. That's plenty, don't you think? That's just a little bit of concealer, you guys, so far. Okay. Next, I'm going to move on to my dry minerals. I use 3N. It's called Deeply Tan. I'm getting low. I'm placing an order for some more today. Tap some down into the cap. I'm going to use my kabuki brush, dab it down in there, and then tap, tap, tap to load the brush a little bit. And then I'm going to do like this. And I'm just doing one side. So I'm going to buff, buff, buff. And I do go around my eye. I like it. I a lot of times use it in lieu of an eye primer, unless I'm really trying to dress it up. So today I'll just do this, probably without the eye primer, because that's how I usually do it. I'm not a very big glam girl. I want quick and easy results. See how this kind of evens out my skin tone over here versus over here? It's pretty neat. I like it. And this is so easy, you guys. And the nice thing about minerals is with the kabuki brush is the more you buff, the better. And you can layer and layer and layer and get the coverage that you want. I typically prefer a slightly lighter coverage. So, but if you want darker, you can, or a heavier coverage, you can layer and layer and layer and layer to your heart's content. And we also have a liquid version of these minerals. If you are a diehard liquid girl, just know minerals are going to treat you a little bit differently for both ways. and it's all positive, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be different than what you're used to with your normal liquid foundation or a powder foundation, because this isn't powder, these are crushed minerals. All right, let's go to, let's do a blush and a bronzer here. I'm going to use my Stay Tan bronzer. I haven't done this one in a while. And I think this is the one that came with my kit. I use it as a bit of a contour. There is a fly that got in here and brought a buddy. It's that time of year, y'all. And then kind of up this way and down this way. All right, just half. You don't need a lot. Sugar and Spice blush. Woo! Tap, tap, tap. This is a multitasker brush I'm using. This also comes with your Flawless Face Deluxe kit. Woo! It is odd doing just half a face, I have to admit. All right, I'm going to skip over Veil for a moment because I'm going to come in and do, oh, I need to clean this brush a little bit, my eyebrow. I'm just coming in with this. Your eyebrow kit comes with one of these mascara wands that's good for this. You brush all the little hairs up, and then you have a liner, precision liner brush. Can you see that? There we go. That also comes with it. And you just put a little bit of the brow minerals into your cap, and I just go like this on this side, and then I turn and start to actually line. See that difference already between these two brows? Ooh, and I need to touch up my wax job there, going with some tweezers, but this helps with that too. Can I be real? This helps with that too. It helps define where I want my brow to be versus where God has it grow. And in between my waxings, when it starts getting a little bit more than I want it to be. Okay, this is not, you could sit here and go back and forth all day, and I refuse to, and I suggest the same for you. Do not nitpick. This is supposed to make you feel better, not worse. So once you've got your minerals on there, you go back in with the same mascara wand and blend it in just by brushing the hairs back. Isn't that awesome? And then I like to take my kabuki that I applied my minerals with and just clean up any drips or drops. Pretty cool. Eh? Mm-hmm. What a difference. And I'm a very warm-natured person. You can see that, and I'm not going to hide that from you because I want you to see, despite my glowing, my glistening, these minerals are going to stay put. They are waterproof and sweat-proof. You can go swimming in them. Don't wipe your face when you're all wet, but if you dab, they're going to last you all day freaking long, and it's amazing. Okay, I'm going to move to some eye colors. I'm choosing 3 of my favorites, my go-tos. This is part of the Foxy eye palette. This one is Champagne Fluff. I'm using a blender brush. I don't like switching to a ton of different brushes for every little thing, so I only do it when I feel it's necessary. So my blender brush is also going to be for my eye colors, and I use this Champagne Fluff as my highlighter all along the inside and the first third or so of my lid and up along my brow. And with minerals, you kind of want to dab them in and then blend. So you kind of press them into your skin a little bit and they kind of almost magnetize. Okay. One eye is so strange. I'm not going to lie, it's a little weird to do for you, but I think it's going to pay off in the end for you to see. Okay. Going on to Golden Delight. This is also part of the Foxy Eye Palette, which is my fave. And it's a regular one in our lineup. And this is going to be the rest of my lid. And pretty much everywhere that champagne fluff didn't go. There we go. Love it. Love it. Nice and natural with a little extra shimmer. I like the shimmery ones. And then I'm going to go to Foxy, which is obviously part of this Foxy palette. There is a shade called Foxy. This one I'm going to use sparingly, kind of around my crease, to define my eye a little bit better. And you'll see why in a minute here. I didn't do my veil yet. The veil is what seals it all in. It sets everything into place. It really gives it that extra staying power throughout the day, through the sweat and everything else, and the extra sun protection. There we go. Some good definition there. Take the rest off on my hand, and then I blend. Blend, blend, blend. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go back. I have another liner brush that I like to use for my minerals, for my lining. And we have mineral liner, but I really like to also use a dark eyeshadow. This is also part of that Foxy eye palette. This is Poppy Seed Delight. It's super dark, but it has some shimmer to it. I got a little mound there on accident, so I'm just going to work with it. And I just dip it in and line, and it's fairly subtle, but with a little shimmer. And you see this little mess I made? Don't even worry. Don't let that stress you out. It would have stressed me out at once upon a time too, but I have a little magic eraser. I joke, I joke. Just lining. See how dramatic that gets? But it's not overly so. You know, it just adds some extra definition. And I really love that. My mirror's over here. Sometimes it's weird to look in the camera. And I have eye issues. So you do what you need to do. We don't overthink this. Okay. Good enough. Some liner going on with my Poppy Seed Delight. I'm done with my brush. That kabuki brush, remember I loaded all kinds of my foundation in there, and it acts as my magic eraser, so I can clean up. Pretty cool, eh? All right. Whew, now we can go in. What did I tell you about the glow? But look at that difference already, you guys, and we're not even done polishing off. Now we're going to go back to that multitasker brush and your veil. My Flawless Face came with Dream of Me veil, which is a nice tan color. It's translucent though. This is an original veil, and a lot of them come with it too. It comes out white. Don't let that scare you. I'm not going to look like a porcelain doll with a painted on face when I'm done. I'm tapping it in, tapping off a little excess and putting it down into my brush. And then same thing. I'm just going to buff it in all over, and I'm going to put it on my brows and my eyes, and I'm going to get it everywhere that I want a little extra staying power. Isn't that awesome? See how it just blends in? It's not white on me. It just gives me that airbrushed look, you know? Ties everything together. Okay, we're done with that one. And we're done with the minerals already, you guys. We're done with the minerals. I'm going to finish off with my lashes. This is our lash thickener. It's almost like a creamy lotion for your for your lashes. It helps thicken them, yes, but it also nourishes them. It can help them grow more. If your eyebrows are not as full as mine and you want them to be fuller, some people even like to put this on their brows when they go to bed to help with growth there. So it's not gonna harm anything. I know there are some lash thickeners and darkeners and things like that out there that there's some controversy about changing the color of your eyes, and I don't even know. I'm not gonna go there. But this is natural. We use organic stuff whenever possible. I mean, minerals aren't organic, they're minerals. It's like a rock. Organic is a living thing. So I can't say we're all organic. That would not be an accurate statement, but natural, for the most part, yes. And the things that are even remotely questionable, when I've looked into it, it's always been sourced from natural sources. Things that are synthetic with other people are not always with us. Or in fact, I've never heard of it ever being with us, but I'm not a scientist. So if you want to talk ingredients, I can certainly get you some resources, but our stuff is nice and natural. So I put on that layer of the lash thickener, and now I'm going in with Lash Splash. This is my favorite of all of our mascaras. We do have a high def mascara as well that is a 2-part process, a lash lengthening gel and green tea fibers. And you can layer and layer and layer and go back and forth between those all you want. This is my favorite combo though, the lash thickener and the Lash Splash. We also have Herbal Lash mascara. But see what a great job that these two do. I love it. And you could keep going back and forth with this too, but I find a layer of each is plenty for me for most days. Alrighty. And then the last thing is to just finish off with some lipstick. This one's a burnt umber. I like this one. Again, it's like taking your natural and enhancing it. And these feel so good. Our lipstick feels so good. You will not miss chapstick at all. At all. Sorry, dab off the camera of my glowing. Can you see the difference here, you guys? I still look natural, right? But do you see how much more put together I look, having done my flawless face? Do you get what I mean now? It's kind of amazing, no? Like craziness, right? So that didn't take us hardly any time at all. Probably longer since I'm fumbling doing half versus both. But I could probably have done my whole face in the same amount of time it just took me to chat with you doing half. And that's not bad at all. I'm not a glam girl. If you are, that's great. And I am not going to discriminate or say anything bad about that because it's fun too. But I'm not a glam girl. And I do pride myself on things that are quick and easy, but that perk me up and build me up and help me feel confident. I need confidence, you guys. I do. I have had, if you knew my history, go to confidenceandchaos.com. I go into it a bit there. We talk about it over in the Calculated Chaos community. I won't go that here, but I need confidence. And so I've strived for that for me. And part of helping me build my own confidence is helping you build yours. Sweet Minerals does that for me. And I hope this little exercise helps you understand a little bit of why. It's not about makeup per se. It's not about making myself feel beautiful, because I am already beautiful. This is still beautiful. But enhancing my beauty just a little bit, if that gives me extra confidence, what's the harm in that? Especially when the products are natural. My skin loves it. When I don't put my makeup on, my skin sometimes misses it. It's good for my skin. I find I break out less, and when I do break out, it's sped up and they go away faster. We have a great blemish remedy too, I can tell you about, but I digress. I love this stuff, and it is such a confidence builder. And if you are even remotely like me and can use that extra pick-me-up, honey, go for it. Start with the flawless face and work your way up to the extras. Start with a foundation and a veil and work your way up to the extras. Get the right tools so that you can apply it properly and not get all frustrated, but talk to me and we'll work with what you can do. This flawless face system is amazing, and as you just saw, it's the Flawless Face Deluxe. It's a brow kit, it's an eyeshadow palette, some lash stuff, and choose your favorite lips and start there. We have a Sweet Decadence package that is like $400 worth of stuff for almost half the price. Seriously, and it's like everything you need. Everything, like what I did and more. Not a lot more, but more. And it's amazing, you guys. Invest in yourself. Invest in your confidence. You know what I mean? If you want to chat more, find me on Facebook, Sweet Minerals Confidence with Rita Jane, RETAJAYNE. You can also find me over on that blog, confidenceandchaos.com. There's all kinds of articles and resources that I put up there. Some are very laid back and some are a lot more in your face. And you can always email me, Rita Jane, RETAJAYNE at confidenceandchaos.com. I hope you do look me up, and if you want to shop directly, just head over to shopsweetminerals.com and you can navigate your way around there if you insist on doing it solo, but I'm here to help if you need it too. Until next time. Impressive, eh? Bye.